Hi, are you a huge fan of the movie Top Gun and the new movie Top Gun Maverick? And I'm curious how they filmed the amazing jet scenes and how they made it look so freaking fantastic and realistic? Well, take a seat and hold on, and I'll show you and tell you the amazing process of how they all did it. I've always loved watching the original Top Gun with my family, and getting to watch the new one with them was really something fun to watch with them. So in the speech, I will not only inform you of how the actors had to prepare for experiencing extreme G-force up to 9 Gs, the hoops they had to jump through with the military to get it approved in the process. That way they could actually film the jet scenes, and how they filmed the extensive jet scenes. The military and Hollywood have had a very close relationship since the beginning of World War II, because Hollywood helps promote the idea of men going to war, and because of that, a lot of men helped join the war effort to help war. The military's approval process isn't about making movies more authentic. It's about creating positive images. It's about making the military more attractive to potential recruits, taxpayers, and Congress. Vox.com, written by Alicia Wilkinson on May 27, 2022. Oh, I should probably forgot about that. Okay. Lots of men enlisted into the Navy after watching the original Top Gun, and enlisters took advantage of the fact that it was such a very popular movie, and they were waiting outside the movie theaters for men coming off the rush of watching the movie. So the directors and Hollywood associates brought the script to the military and asked, could we do it? And many scenes had to be rewritten just because it wasn't physically possible without CGI in the process, and they wanted to avoid using as much CGI as possible within said process. So once all that was sorted out and scenes were rewritten, they got that process greenlit to move forward with the movie making process. Now that Hollywood has the green light to move forward with filming, they needed to work on creating a camera system that would go into the jets. They need to figure out how to get the cameras in the fighter jet and still being able to fly the plane without crashing the plane and injuring the actors and the military fighter pilots that were actually flying the plane. Well, without crashing, of course. So, after a couple months, they got a setup of 6 cameras, each installed in the 2 FA-18s, flown by actual pilots by removing unnecessary hardware. The filmmakers installed 6K Sony Venice digital cinema cameras with lightweight lenses, and how the new system extending the camera's sensory blocks, allowing for the film to be shot over the actor's shoulders and in toward the plane. So all they see is the actor's face flying the plane. Los Angeles Times, written by Jin Yamamoto on June 5th, 2022. When the actors started preparing to act like real pilots, Kaczynski was figuring out how to shoot them doing so to help make it look as realistic as possible. That took a lot of preparation, says the director. It took us about 15 months with the Navy to work out how to get the cameras in there into the cockpit, still being able to fly the plane without unnecessary stuff being in there. We ended up getting IMAX quality cameras into the cockpit on entertainmentweekly.com, written by Clark Hollis, May 25th, 2022. So, once the pilot and camera system were figured out, pilot and camera system were figured out, filming could truly begin. The only hiccup that was really found out was that once the plane took off, the director had zero idea how any of the filming looked till they got back onto the ground. And most filming days lasted about 3 to 4 hours, and then they would review, give the pilots and the actors notes, what worked, what didn't work, and review, reshoot. The reason why the movie looks so realistic is in part thanks to Tom Cruise and the training he created to help ensure that Thanks to Tom Cruise and the training regimen he created to help ensure that his fellow co-stars could sell their roles as military fighter pilots. They needed to know the lingo, needed to know how to talk like them, needed to experience the intense G-force while flying to get used to it and to be able to truly act and talk properly while they were flying, well, while they were in the plane flying. Took them several months for their bodies to truly acclimate to the extreme G-force because, again, they were just basic civilians. They've never had this kind of experience with fighter pilots in extreme G-force. So after those couple months of getting used to it, they could continue filming. So, in conclusion, after my speech, you'll not only know the extensive process it was just to film the movie in general, and all the scenes, like get everything all put together nicely, you also know how it was made, and you can go back and watch the movie with a brand new appreciation for all the people it took to help make it, with the military, Hollywood, actors, and Tom Cruise, and to help make the movie possible in general. So thank you for listening to my speech. And then... Thank you. Thank you, Leo.